Hey everybody, it's Amy Wells. I have been asked to do a training video on how to get people to book parties with you. So first of all, before you contact any of your potential hostesses, just ask yourself a question. Who do you specifically buy from? I know personally, I'm going to buy from people that are my friends, that I talk to, I've done business with. People order products and build businesses with those that they know, they like, and they trust, and I bet you do too. Your best customers and distributors are those who have the best relationships. People do business with you because they know you, like you, and trust you, and that is truer than true. And if you think about it, if you think back the last time you bought from someone that's in direct sales, did you know that person? If you didn't specifically know that person, did you have some sort of relationship with that person? So this whole presentation today is basically telling you relationships are the key to success. So I'm going to tell you how to get those relationships. So how do you get your friends, family, or even strangers to book a party with you? You need to brand yourself first and foremost. Okay, and you're probably asking, what the heck is brand yourself? So I work with a specific direct sales company, but specifically, people are buying from me. They can buy from that company without having to go through me. Or they can have 5 or 6 other people that work for my direct sales company. Why do they choose me? Because I've branded myself. You need to have people genuinely like you and vice versa. But how do you do that when you're on Facebook? And that's the only place you're generating leads is through Facebook. This is how you do it. You post for personal stuff on your Facebook 80% of the time. People decide when they start a direct sales business is that every single post is going to be about their business, and that's how they're going to get people to buy from them. That is so not true. People do business with those whom they have the best relationships with. So let your friends see your real life, not just your business side of it. Okay, so if you post once a day, I recommend posting daily, but if you post once a day for 7 days, 80% of that is going to be posting about your business one of those 7 days. Believe it or not, you're going to have more results posting about your business once a week versus 7 times a week. Excuse me. The best time to post is in the evenings or on the weekends. Most people have a day job, and that's what they do. My day job is being a mom, and I actually teach my son at home as well. So during the day, I'm not really worried about my business. So I get on in the evenings and the weekends when everybody else is on. If you post more than once a day, your posts should be more than 4 hours apart. You don't want to back to them. Even your personal post. You don't want to post something and then 5 minutes later post something else. Now, that doesn't go for sharing. If you see a post that you like and you share it, 5 minutes later you see another one, you share it, that's completely different. But personal posts, business posts should be more than 4 hours apart. If you want to post 3 times a day, try one post in the morning, afternoon, and evening. Separate them so they're throughout the day. You get your morning people, you get your stay-at-home people, you get your people that work day jobs. So continuing on branding yourself, I'm going to post this. It's really funny. It has a cuss word in it, and your friends and family are okay with it, but you've generated customers over a certain period of time, and some people might find that inappropriate, and you can lose customers and business from that one simple post that might have been funny, but there's customers that don't think it's funny. So, that their perception of you has changed. You also want to be professional at all times. You want to be fun and interesting, but you don't want to go overboard, you don't want to cross a line, and you don't want to be controversial. So I do recommend staying neutral on topics when it comes to politics or current events or the recent quarterback that won't stand for the flag. Posting nothing is your best bet. Don't do it. A lot of people are going to disagree with me. They're going to say, oh, it's my Facebook, I'm going to post what I want. And that's fine. Just be prepared to lose customers or potential hostess or even potential reps that you want to sign up under your business. That's completely up to you. So another question is, how do you get more people to see your post? Newsfeed when you look at your Facebook news feed, you might have 750 friends, but if you scroll through your entire news feed, you might only see about 30 to 50 people on your news feed. And that's because the people that you're in contact with the most, or you're liking or commenting or sharing their posts, you're going to see them more often on your news feed. So with that in mind, how can you get your stuff, your post on other people's news feed? So it's as simple as that. You comment, you like, you share their post. But just wait. This is just the start of getting people to host parties with you. So that's how you get them to see your post. You want to be interacting with every single one of your Facebook friends. All right, so rejection is the top reason people struggle with sales. So how do we stop getting rejected and start getting more yeses? If you're thinking that you need more people on your team or more people on your Facebook, you might just need to create better relationships. And this is it. The key is getting your yes is relationships. You buy from those you trust. Distributors who succeed are those who stay in touch with their friends. And it's so easy with Facebook nowadays. When you see them as valuable, they're going to start seeing you as valuable. Make better relationships, quality over quantity. I have 4 or 5 really good customers that are the bulk reason I get top in sales. Now, I have over 400 customers, but those 5 are like my quality customers. So you want quality over quantity. Start focusing on the customers you have, building relationships with those customers to get repeat customers. That's going to be the foundation of your sales. So people focus way too much on generating leads, getting too many people in and trying to focus on the next customer. But if you make a good friend, you can get a team of 1,000 people out of just one person. So the stronger your relationships, the more customers and distributors you'll get. Let's see, you can receive an endless supply of referrals if you run a professional Facebook business. So this is what I'm saying. I have this one customer that is my best customer that constantly buys from me, and now her entire family are my customers, mainly because I've nourished that relationship so much that she is spreading my name through her family. And now her family is spreading my name through their friends and family. So just one person can generate thousands of customers. So they'll do business with you because you interact with them as a friend, not just about business, about their kids, about their post, about something tragic going on in their lives. So how do you create or renew a relationship only on Facebook? It's pretty simple, and people are going to look at this and go, there is no way this simple little trick, there's got to be a secret method, right? No, there's not. Interact with your potential hostess post any way you seem fit, whether that be liking, commenting, sharing. Get your name in their notifications and your post in their news feed. So another thing is, if they comment on a post that you've posted, always reply. Every single comment you get, always reply. When you comment on a friend's post, write from the heart, be yourself. Treat it the same way that you would be talking to them face to face or even on the phone. Remember to be yourself and honestly be interested in people. Don't put something to put something there. Remember, a trusted relationship between two people is a two-way street. It's always about giving and taking. The right approach to build a relationship with them is first to make friends before you introduce them to the opportunity. So your first message to your potential hostess, you don't want to just bombard them with, "Hi, here's my company." Most of the time they're going to go, who are you? If you don't have that foundation to build on, they don't know who you are. And even if it's family, they're going, oh, so now you want something from me? It's a give and take thing. So if you haven't spoken to your Facebook friend or family in a while, make sure to reestablish that relationship before you talk to them. So that's why I want your first post to strictly be talking to them and building that relationship. Do not bring up your business unless they ask about it. So the conversation should be laid back and low pressure. You don't want to put any pressure about what you're doing. into that first message. Your friends will also see you as a real friend, not someone that's trying to sell them. If someone comments on your post, you can simply reply to that post and take that opportunity to reach out to them and say, hey, thanks for the comment on my post. How have you been? If they ask what you've been doing, this is the opportunity to share about your business. But remember, less is more. Do not ask them to host just yet, because even if the conversation lasts 30 minutes and then you ask them at the end to host a party, they're going to think the only reason you messaged them was to get business. That's it. You don't care about them. So go to their Facebook page before you message them. Take a look at their recent life events. That makes what I do so much more authentic and easier. I don't talk about me. I find out what they want so I can help them get it. So personalize your message based on the information you've found. You need to learn to get your point across with the least possible amount of words. If you bombard them with this long message, I don't know if you've ever gotten a really long message from a friend. You're walking in the grocery store, you open it and you go, oh, nope, that's too long, and you shut it off. I'm sorry, I do it all the time. So when people are used to being pitched to so much, it's actually refreshing when somebody sends you a message, your family, and just ask you about your family, your work, your grandmother, anything that's going on in your life. It's refreshing to know that somebody's actually been paying attention and actually cares. So here's a sample message I put together, and it just goes, hey Shay, I saw your lake photos you posted. Your son Jake doing the flip off the boat was awesome. Makes me miss being young. I doubt you were ready to come back home. What have you been up to since you got back? So allow them to answer and keep the conversation flowing. You don't want them to say something like, oh, I've just been working and cleaning the house. What have you been up to? You don't want to say, hey, will you host a party with me? No, keep it flowing until you see an opening to ask them to host a party. You can end it like, gosh, I need a lake trip soon. That sounds like so much fun, but I simply need more money coming in. I need to get more parties booked. Would you happen to be interested in hosting an online party or a home party, whatever your preference is for me? Most of the time, after that second message, most of the time they're going to say yes. So here's the steps just to break down what I just showed you. Start the conversation by bringing up a recent life event from them. Bring up a specific detail about that event. How I put, your son Jake flipping off the boat was awesome. That's a specific detail of that event. And then ask a question. This gets them to reply. So my question was, what have you been up to since? Listen to them, respond to their answers with genuine interest, and then find an opportunity to ask them to host. So some will say yes, some's going to say no, some won't even respond, but that's okay. For those that don't respond, you need to build a stronger relationship with them. Pay attention to their posts, take notes, write their name down, and actually go to their page and start looking at their posts, commenting, private message if you really like one of their posts, send them a private message just to let them know. If one says no to trying a sample, make sure you at least like their post in your news feed. This will increase the chances of them seeing your business posts. Life is about timing. One day, they're going to need your product. So today, someone might message me about an awesome makeup foundation. I'm not really a makeup person, so I'm most likely going to say no. But 2 months from now, I might decide to take a little more time for me, and then I'm going to remember that person. So just because they said no today or don't respond today doesn't mean that they're not going to think of you later on. So if they do say no, focus on continuing to build that relationship. They will try your products in the future, I promise you. If it might be a month, it might be a year, it might be 2 years, but they will come around. What happens if they say yes? They're like, oh, sure, I'll host a party with you. And then you're like, really? Don't say that. Thank your friend for agreeing to host the party with you. Give some information, just simple information. Mine would kind of go like this. Simply put, I'm going to create an event. You're going to invite your friends, and I'll manage the rest of the party. Keep it simple until you're setting up the party. You don't want to overwhelm them with too much information, or they may change their mind. They may be like, whoa, this is way too much. I can't handle this. but do answer any questions they might have. Another one is your last step, get the date. Don't ever ask your potential hostess or your future hostess, well, when is good for you? Don't ask that, because when people ask me that, I'm like, never, because I'm busy all the time and I have 2 boys. One's climbing up me while I'm speaking. No, don't ever ask them when a good time is for them. Usually try to give them 3 options. Say, okay, well, I have September 8th, September 12th, or even October 2nd available. What date is better for you? You have to get that date. Give them options, but not too broad of options. Don't give them more than 3. But do not walk away from that yes until you get their name on a specific date. Because when you go back for that date, you've given them time to change their mind. All right, so how you want to get started today. What you want to start doing is spend 20 to 30 minutes on Facebook every day, starting today. Learn about people. Take the time to learn about your friends. You could have 3,000 friends on Facebook. How many of your friends on Facebook do you really even know? Would you even recognize their names if you saw their name somewhere? Take the time to reach out, to send a personal message, to post and like on pictures and post. Be authentic. Really care about getting to know your friends on Facebook. Don't have any expectations. Just focus totally on getting to know them and serving them and caring for them. Take notes, follow up, check back on people, see how things are going. I have a lady on my Facebook that just happened to be in a Facebook party for one of her friends, and she bought something, and of course I added her as a friend. I added her to my group, my page, everything. So when I added her to my Facebook, she started showing up in my news feed, and I was commenting on the pictures of her grandkids, and then all of a sudden her husband was in an accident. When they took him to the hospital, they found a tumor in his brain. I have been starting this relationship with her because I'm truly concerned about her husband and feel for her. I don't know how I would take it if that was my husband. So genuinely take an interest in people. Everything we do in network marketing is about people and relationships. I don't care what anybody says. It's not about selling. It's not about recruiting. It's about relationships, connecting, learning about people, who they are, what they need, what their strengths are, what their kids' names are. I see so many people on Facebook just pitching the new greatest shiny object, and they wonder why they don't get anywhere in business. I have actually had people that have joined my team and said, well, I posted on Facebook and nobody wants to buy, so this is a scam. I went and looked at their Facebook, and they made 5 posts, and that's it. They never once reached out to anybody. They never once started trying to build a relationship with anybody. So if you start by sending a stranger a message saying, hey, would you host a party for me? I mean, my reaction would be like, first of all, who the heck are you? Why are you messaging me? And, no. I don't even know you. Be systematic. But do it as a friend, not as a system where they feel like they're just another number. They need to have that relationship with you. They need to trust you. Thank you so much for watching. This is first of many videos I plan to do. So if you want to like and subscribe and comment any suggestions. So this video making is completely new to me. So if you are really good at making videos or presenting, please comment, message me any way you can. I hope to see y'all back here next time.